In 1999, DP Review gave this Nikon 950 CCD film-like sensor camera a highly recommended score. What will you give it? Let's go. Hello everyone, Carmine from New York here. Welcome back to my channel. We have over 2.1 million views and over 59,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, comment below. There's a little button down below that says thanks. Hit it. All right. 50 years of photography experience from me given to you because we have to make this art grow. So many people don't appreciate the art of photography like we do. So I am here to teach and give you guys tips, tricks, and camera information. Lens information, film information that you just didn't know. All right, this is the Nikon Coolpix 950. Not to be confused with the P950, which is another Nikon camera. That's another whole video. All right, guys, this was breakthrough. This camera in 1999 was $1,000 because it was so revolutionary. The lens articulated from the screen on the back. You could use the live view screen while you turn the lens almost 360 degrees. Now, why was this such a miraculous camera to street photographers who knew how to use it? Like this. Okay, this is the screen right here for live view. Yes, it also does have a pass-through viewfinder. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about this magical feature. All right, so this is the screen right here, right, for live view. So it's facing me. Now, we'll picture this. We're on the street in Manhattan. There's a lot going on. There's beautiful people walking by. There's things happening. There's a ruckus over here. There's a fight over here. There's a crime in progress over here. Or a beautiful model's walking by. But you're not at the point in your photography where you can aim the camera right at them and take the picture. This was meant for you. You just look at your viewfinder, which is here. Okay? And while looking ahead, you can move the lens anywhere you want, even behind you as they walk by. You could go click as they're walking by, click, 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 and even as they go behind you. This is a street photographer's dream. How many megapixels? It's 35. It's 20 megapixels. It must be 10 megapixels. It's 2 megapixels, and look at the photographs it produces. You see what I'm saying? Don't be a megapixel pig. These photographs are 2 megapixels. Just remember this. This little guy, they sell now from anywhere from $10 to $100 in various degrees of what good shape they're in. Now, mine, I happen to get for $10. Pay attention how I did it, and you could do the same thing. The seller was very honest. He had 100% selling rating. So he said, or she, whoever it was, said that once you put the batteries in, on the bottom, which, by the way, it takes AA batteries, the kind that are found all around the world. Once you put the batteries in the little compartment right here, 4 batteries, and you close it up, you slide it down, and you lock it in, it doesn't make perfect contact. There's a little gap. And what that does is it shuts the power off to the camera. But the camera works minty condition except for that. So if you squeeze it in, the camera works fine. We don't squeeze anything on this channel. We know all about gaffer's tape. You just take a little bit of gaffer's tape. And why gaffer's tape? Because unlike Scotch tape or duct tape, it leaves no residue. And all you do is you just put a little bit of tape there, you pull hard, you flatten out the gaffer's tape, and now your battery compartment is perfect operating condition, and you can shoot until the batteries die with this 2 megapixel CCD camera. All right, so it has 4 ISO settings: 80, 100, 160, and 320. You could take TIFF files or 4 levels of JPEG from basic to high, depending on how much room you have on your card. And what kind of memory card does this camera take? CF cards. I've had very good luck with the SanDisk 1 gigabyte CF card. And with this size card in this camera, it said I could take 2,000 photographs. Okay, now the lens is a real Nikkor lens. It goes from 38 millimeters to 115 millimeters, all glass, none of this plastic lens nonsense. It's a Nikkor lens. The f-stop range, the aperture at the widest is 2.6 down to f4, and it also has manual focus. Now, you can turn off the live view screen by hitting the monitor button to save batteries. Macro. Check out the macro photographs this takes. This is incredible. With one button, you press the macro and you can get 3/4 of an inch away from your subject. Now, it has a built-in flash. Takes a CF card like I mentioned. Shutter speeds. It has a range of 8 seconds down to 1/750th of a second. The weight is 480 grams, a little over a pound. What kind of programs, what kind of range do you have as far as different adjustments? You can pick program mode, aperture priority, or shutter priority. It is absolutely wonderful. Now, I've used this camera extensively just today. It has a screen on top which shows you your f-stop, your shutter speed, gives you your battery condition. It tells you what mode you're in, okay? On the back, you just hit the menu button. Very simple menu system where you pick like sounds and the quality. You can format your card. It has over here, it has a jack for an external flash. Like I mentioned, it's a zoom lens. And what's interesting, besides it taking the 4 AA batteries, right? The CF card just goes right in the bottom in that slot right there. Now, CF card is very important because the CF card was a milestone compared to the other types of memory cards that were being used at the time, like smart media and XD cards, okay? These are so rugged. CF cards, these are my favorite over SD cards even. has a viewfinder, okay? It's a pass-through viewfinder. You look through there, it comes out here. It does have an optical adjustment for those of us that wear glasses. In your viewfinder, okay, you can see through the corner of your eye. It'll blink if you're in focus or out of focus. It tells you if your flash is charged, but it also blinks quite quickly when the image is being written to your card to say, hey, slow down. I'm still writing the last picture you took to the card. The selling point was for street photography. When you look in the screen and you could take pictures across the street behind you, you can even go up like this, take photographs like this all around, and you're facing the opposite way. Nobody will detect that you're taking photographs. You could be sitting on a park bench like this, and the lens is facing them. Or if you went like this, you could be looking forward and you're taking pictures this way of passers-by, real street photography. And as they walk, you could just go click, 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 click without moving the main part of the camera, just moving the lens. This really is so much fun to use. The Nikon Coolpix 950. It's small. Here's my hand. Here's the camera. That's the size of it right there. What a joy to use. Hit the subscribe button. Have a great day.